Bro, you remember that high school party, bro? All the hugs was shaking it on me, bro. Bro, that was yesterday. Bro, don't say that. I can't go back to jail. Dream. All of me, hello my friends, my name is Miggy. Welcome back to the channel. I had that shit written as the dream when I was writing it at night. I just remembered the dream, but that saying the fucking all of me, hello my friends wasn't part of it, but I kind of like it. But hi. Nostalgia. What is nostalgia? Basically, hold on, scratch that. Oh, bro, you remember this? Oh, bro, remember this? Oh, man. Fucking, everything used to be so much better, man. This just isn't it anymore. 10 years later, the same person, man. Everything used to be so much better, man. This just isn't it anymore. Then 20 years later, the same person, man. Everything used to be so much better. This just isn't it, man. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug. Like, legitimately, it is one hell of a drug. Nostalgia meaning to have this sort of like longing or want to go back to the past. And it's usually like feelings of like happiness and fucking, you know, you feel good. You want to go back to that fucking feeling that you had, that moment that you had. Thing is though, while thinking about the past is alright, it's not something that you should always think about. Learn from the past, build for the future, but be in the present. See, the thing with nostalgia, it is a drug. You can get hooked on it because with nostalgia, while you can think of the past and you can think of something embarrassing, something bad, usually nostalgia, you're thinking of something good. And when you think of it, you think of it as this like perfect thing. Obviously, nothing is perfect, but your brain has it like, oh my god, it was so perfect. Oh my god, so amazing. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. But yeah, it's like you kind of get this like blinded by it. You can easily get blinded by nostalgia. And I feel like for me personally, that used to be something that I struggled with. I wouldn't say it was really that bad in my life, but I'd say it was more like I was really like spaced out a lot of my life. So I was always just kind of like standing there, just fucking in my own head. But I would say like nostalgia at times would also fucking get in my head, you know? I've talked about being spaced out in past videos too before. I'm just like, I'm very in my head. I'm pretty introverted. I'm like socially anxious. I've gotten a lot better at being more in the moment. But like even then, I want to go back and talk about nostalgia. For me, I know, for me, a lot of it like, how do I say? For me, a lot of it was saying stuff exactly how I said at the start of the video. Man, everything used to be so much better. Man, this just isn't it anymore. Man, this and that. And it would like, I would say that and then just kind of like let it be. You know, I would like see that in like comment sections of YouTube videos. I'll talk specifically about WWE. I would see that in WWE where people would be like, man, everything used to be so much better. This just isn't it anymore. And then it's just fucking people like, I guess, reminiscing or just stuck in this sort of like loop of the past. But it wasn't until I'd say a couple years later that I would notice these comments, and it would be on the same video that they were saying that before on. And what I mean by that is like, let's say a video was posted 5 years ago and people were commenting, man, this is so ass. Everything used to be so much better. Like this and that. And then let's say that same video is reposted again, re-uploaded 5 years later. And guess what the comments are saying? Man, this is so good. This is so great. Man, everything used to be so much better. But it's just like, wasn't 5 years ago you were saying the same thing on that video about the other times. So it was a mixture of noticing that, as well as like I wanted improvement in myself, and from wanting improvement I got like motivational improvement videos, and they would tell me about like, hey, fucking, you gotta learn from the past, build for the future, be in the present. You gotta wake up, you gotta be in the moment. And it's true, you gotta live in the moment. See, the thing about living in the past, nostalgia isn't necessarily bad. You know, reminisce on your fucking times. It's sometimes good to be able to reminisce, have those memories. You know, fucking think about it. The past, while it was a great time that happened, maybe like something nostalgic that happened, it's a great time that happened. It happened. It's in the past. Wow. Yes, maybe it was amazing. Yes, maybe it was great. You'll never be able to have good times again if you don't live right now. Because here's the thing. A lot of times I feel like I see people, at least in comment sections, worry about and to complain about, man, everything used to be so much better, so much better. Like I'll be seeing like these yearly posts, like all the memes of this year. And then people will be commenting, man, this year was so good. And then like, if you really remember back and go back to those years where those memes were being posted, people would be saying like, man, this year's are so shit. Everything used to be so much better. And it's the same bullshit fucking cycle. Now, I've only really noticed it online like sometimes, but maybe it is in real life too. But it's just like, gang, you gotta wake up. Like I said before, while you can have great fucking memories, it's still just a memory. It's a memory. If you think you can never have something good right now, you never will. You gotta change that mindset. If you live so much in the past, you'll never have time to live right now. If you worry so much about the future, you'll never have time to live right now. You'll never have a chance to live towards that future. You'll never have a chance to learn from that past because you're always so worried about them. You gotta fucking live now. But yeah. You gotta live right now, man. Also, the reason I bring up WWE is because a lot of times I see comments like that on WWE, and it's like, man, everything used to be so much better when I was a kid. Well, yeah, man, you were a kid. You're not a kid anymore. I still love WWE. I like it. It's entertaining to me. But still, man, the amount of times I see an argument or see something just like a hateful comment, and it's like, man, everything used to be so much better. Even if it was, it's still back then. It's not right now. You gotta wake up. You have to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You have to wake up. You're not a kid anymore. Maybe you weren't a kid with all these nostalgic memories. You're not that person necessarily. Maybe, stay true to you, but you grow, you change as a person. Change is good. Yes, it can be bad, but overall, change is good. Nothing is perfect. Perfection is something I strive for because I understand that I can always go for it. While I can never get perfection, I can always improve and get better. And that gives me something every day to always go for. There's stuff out of your control. And maybe that's the stuff that's bothering you. Like, man, everything used to be so much better. And then all this other bullshit happened out of your control. Feel and cherish the good and bad emotions. Feel and cherish the good and bad things that happen to you. Use them for good. Don't ignore them. But know when to let go. Know that what's out of your control is out of your control. Maybe you're religious. That's when they talk about, put it in God's hands. Maybe you're something else of like religion or you have some other belief. But what's out of your control, you have to let out of your control. Of course, feel and cherish the good and bad emotions. Feel and cherish the good and bad things that happen to you. But use them for good. Control what you can control. Learn from the past, build for the future, but be in the present. Live now. And as always, I'll have a good day, have a good week, and have a good life. But laters. Bye-bye.
Wake me up inside, can't wait. No.
I just thought of this right now. Wake up, wake up. I don't want to yell. Despiértate. I was thinking of the Remember Me song from Coco. What? Remember me. En que tengo decir adiós. Remember me. I mixed them up. When making this video, I low-key got like a little geeked out and I fucking had like a bunch of fucking like anxious little moments where I was just messing up and overthinking it. I think this video is going to be a lot shorter than how much footage I recorded, but I fucked up so many times of recording this video, bro. And by that, it was just like, I would like forget what to say. I was just like, and I would like, for those of you who don't know, I have a script and like, I don't like to read it completely off. I like to like read something and be like, okay, remember the point, then just go off of that. Or like, okay, I wrote this there and I like the way I wrote it, so I want to say it like that. But it was just like for a moment, I was like, or for a couple moments, I was like, where am I? But yeah, we got the video done. Have a good day. Bro, you remember that high school party, bro? All the hugs was shaking it on me, bro. Bro, that was yesterday. Bro, I can't go back to jail. Wait, hold on. Bro, don't say that. I can't go back to jail. Then it's just a fucking picture of me fucking.